Well, hello everybody, happy Canada Day.
Hello everybody and welcome to another adventure with Raven.
Away we go.
My longest solo cross country to date, Dryden to Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan.
It's just too nice a day to not go flying.
I made a few stops on the way out to visit my nephew. He's a pilot himself in the Air Force, and I thought I'd give him a try at flying the Raven. I think he really liked it.
9,500.
I'm really enjoying this airplane.
Well, welcome aboard everybody for another adventure with Raven. This time we're headed from Dryden all the way out to Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan on Canada Day.
Well, hello everybody, happy Canada Day. I'm cruising along here at 4,500 feet. I'm just about 30 miles to the east of Steinbach North. Took off out of Dryden, just about an hour ago. Our ground speed is about 124 knots, which isn't bad with the headwind we're getting today. And the weather isn't bad, few clouds, but like I said, it's a little bit windy, so it's kind of bumpy today. But now we're having a good time. We're headed to Steinbach first. We're going to get some gas there. Then we're going to leave Steinbach and continue our quest to the west. And the next stop on this whirlwind tour of Canada Day is Morden, Manitoba. So they're having a bit of an airport day at Morden, Manitoba. So I thought, what the heck? Let's jump in the Raven and go for a rip. So here we are. Just another adventure with the Raven. All right, we are 5 back from Steinbach North. Got the field in sight. A little bit north of the field, heading over towards Morden. I think there's only one airplane in the circuit, but I don't see it. Is that 170 still on the circuit at Steinbach North?
Cessna 170 on final for 1-Ray 33 North Steinbach for touch and go.
Alright, I'm going to head over towards Morden, and then I'm going to turn in for a right downwind for 33. So I'll keep my eyes open for you. I'm about 2 miles east of Morden right now. And Hotel Mike Bravo has the traffic on the runway at Steinbach North. And Steinbach North traffic, Hotel Mike Bravo is just crossing the highway by Morden. We're going a right downwind for 33, looking for the traffic. .170 is Steinbach North, safe position.
170 position is just took off on runway 33 and we'll be going turning to go downwind.
Alright, I think I got you off the nose there. I'm coming in behind you. I'll slow her down and follow you in. I'm right at your 9 o'clock.
You're downwind right now?
I'm no long downwind. I'm behind you. I can see you just turning downwind now. Steinbach North traffic, Hotel Mike Bravo is turning right base for 33 for a full stop. Number 2 to land with traffic.
Cessna 170 on final for runway 33 Steinbach North for a touch and go.
Steinbach North traffic, Hotel Mike Bravo is turning final 33. Number 2 to land with the traffic full stop. Lots of runway. And the guy ahead of me is just airborne. Runway's all mine. Feet are awake.
Thinking back to all the approaches and landings I made at this airport flying with Luke Penner when I was doing my transition training, I can remember how nervous I was and how small this runway used to seem. But thanks to Luke's patience and all the help I got at Harv's Air, I felt quite comfortable coming in here. I even managed to get it slowed down enough to turn off at the first taxiway. a member of the Steinbach Flying Club, this is usually one of my first stops to get gas. One of the benefits of being a member here is a real good price on avgas.
And Steinbach North traffic, Hotel Mike Bravo's down and clear the active.
This stop was just a gas and go. Next stop, Morden.
All right, we're all gassed up here in Steinbach. We're just positioning on runway 33. The only traffic is a 170 in the circuit. And he just took off, so we got plenty of time. We are all set up. We're going to line her up at the runway here. And we're all in. Let's get strapped in. Pre-flight check. Complete fuel on, richest fill his tank, trim set, carb heat, cold mixture, rich fuel pump on. Canopy closed and locked. Everything's green, green, green. Thermometer set. Bags on both. Away we go. A little bit of a left crosswind, but hardly any to notice. Tails up already. Keep her on the center line. Right down the middle. And just like that, we are airborne. Fuel pump off. Flaps coming up. Yeah, Steinbach North traffic, Hotel Mike Bravo is airborne off of 33. I'll be doing a left turn departing to the west for Morden next at 2,500. Time up was 12 o'clock. Taxi landing lights off. What a beautiful day. And Steinbach area traffic, RV6 Golf Hotel Mike Bravo is just clearing to the west at 2,500 over Mitchell. And we'll be switching onward frequently now. Oh, she's bumpy down here. And Morden area traffic, RV6 Charlie Golf Hotel Mike Bravo is 10 to the east, 2,500 inbound, estimating the field in 5 minutes. Hotel Mike Bravo. All right, so here we are. We're on our way into Morden, Manitoba. Friday Fly Day, Canada Day. Beautiful day out in the west, enjoying the prairie view here. She's nice and flat. Everything's turned green. We got the nice yellow fields of whatever it is that is. They're growing. I'm not a farmer, so canola maybe? I don't know. Morden area traffic, RV6 Golf Hotel Mod Bravo is just starting my descent. I'm 5 miles to the east, just dropping through 2,200. I'm going to cross midfield to join on the left, downwind for 28. Morden traffic, Hotel Mike Bravo. Got the field in sight. No traffic to be seen. Morden area traffic, RV6 Golf Hotel Mike Bravo is 2 miles to the northeast at 1,900 feet. I'm going to be crossing midfield to join a left downwind for 28. Hotel Mike Bravo. And we'll start slowing down a little bit. Give me a good chance to look at the windsock when I'm coming over. Hard to see one. And Morden area traffic, Hotel Mike Bravo is crossing midfield to join a left downwind for 28. Fuel pump on. Turn to our base. Okay, gonna have a little bit of a right side crosswind. Nothing too serious. Ordinary traffic, RV6 Hotel Mike Bravo, turning final 28, full stop. And we got lots of runway. Not worried about getting on the brakes and stopping too quick. Let's slow her down a little bit. There we go, there's our target speed, 75. Crabbing for the wind. Low speed. Okay. Lights up. He'll pop off. Time down. 12:30. Flaps coming up.
And more traffic Hotel Mike Bravo's backtracking to the taxiway.
It was a little bit sporty, but not terrible. We'll take it.
And more traffic RV6. Golf Hotel Mike Bravo is down and clear the active.
So it turned out I was several hours early for the Friday fly day here at Morden, but looks like they had already started to do some setup work, but nobody was there yet. So I made the stop at Morden and didn't really need gas, but it was a good chance to get out, stretch my legs, and have a look around.
Morden, Manitoba. We made it. All right, so here we are in Morden, Manitoba. Thought it'd be a good time to have my lunch. So this is the Morden Airport terminal and the Morden Airport courtesy car. They got avgas available. They got some picnic tables set up. So I think I'm gonna have a sandwich.
So it was a good time to eat that lunch that I packed and give the wife a call, let her know how I'm doing.
I think we're gonna carry on going west. It's just too nice a day to not go flying.
All right. So here we are at Morden. We made it. No problems. Stopped for a sandwich. Guess I'm a little bit early for Friday fly day. But it's just a nice day. And I have the wife's blessing. I think I'm just going to carry on west to Brandon. And then maybe Moose Jaw. It's just such a nice day.
And Morden area traffic RV6 Golf Hotel Mike Bravo is positioning for 28 for departure to the west. Check around the backtrack. We'll call airborne. Morden traffic.
Okay. Got tail wheel logged back in. There we go. Okay, pet radio set. On. Canopy closed. Flaps are set. Here we go. Tails up. Crosswind take-off technique there. We'll just keep a little bit of, keep the upwind wing low. Flaps are coming up. And we're airborne. Time up was 13:26.
And Morden area traffic RV6 Golf Hotel Mike Bravo is airborne on 28 and we'll be departing to the northwest. And Morden area traffic RV6 Golf Hotel Mike Bravo is airborne and clear the zone to the northwest at 4,500. Brandon next, switching on route traffic frequency Hotel Mike Bravo in the Morden area.
We're all strapped in. Fuel is on full tank. Fuel pumps off mixture is rich.
And Brandon Radio Golf Hotel Mike Bravo is entering the zone from the east at 2,400.
Hotel Mike Bravo, roger traffic, final runway 32, Blanca Scout, planning a stop and go. Runway 32 circuits.
Alright, would like to join right base for 32 if that's possible.
Hotel Mike Bravo, roger, that's at your discretion, and report final runway 32.
Hotel Mike Bravo.
Alright, time to start slowing this thing down. Let's see if we can do a nice landing on the gravel.
Runway 34 is just a gravel strip.
I got all my lights on, so it should be as visible as I can be. Got traffic on the runway.
And Brandon Radio, Hotel Mike Bravo, just over the highway on right base for 3-2, and I've got scope traffic.
Hotel Mike Bravo, roger.
Brandon Radio, Golf Hotel Mike Bravo, turning final 3-2, full stop.
Hotel Mike Bravo, roger, wind 310 at 7, gusting 17.
Alright, wind straight down the runway. Speed's good. Alright, we are down. Time down was 14:14.
Request no delay. Across runway 0826 Bravo to the apron.
Okay, check clear on the runway, and I'll expedite to the scope.
Treasure Brick Scout 6, you can check traffic on the runway, backtracking for Bravo in RV6, wind 330 at 12.
Scout 6, roger, we're doing a right-hand orbit to re-establish final.
Roger, thank you.
And Brandon Radio, Hotel Mike Bravo is down and clear on Bravo.
Hotel Mike Bravo, roger. Brick Scout 6, you can check the RV6 is off on Bravo this time.
Alright, that wasn't so bad. A little bit of a traffic jam for the guy in the Scout, but what are you gonna do?
When I got to Brandon, the plan was land, gas up the airplane, jump back in, take off, and carry on heading west out to Moose Jaw. After the Raven was all fueled up, I was just getting ready to go when an old friend stopped by. Jeff Bell was out getting some stick time in the Commonwealth Air Training Museum's Harvard and recognized my RV6 from flying with me at Harv's last summer doing my transition training. Jeff invited me back to the hangar for a tour, and I got to meet some of the really neat people that work there. I spent about an hour there going through the latest projects that they were working on and getting to know the guys that worked there, and it was an hour well spent. There's lots of interesting things to see when you go to these little airports, especially when you're not in a rush. But it was time to get flying again. Another pre-flight done, another checklist complete. Time to fly. Runway 32 at Brandon is mostly gravel. The south end shares the threshold with runway 26, so I started the takeoff run on the paved bit to minimize my time on the gravel and full takeoff power. The Royal Air Cadets glider training was just getting going here at Brandon. They used the grass runways parallel to the paved and gravel runways for glider ops. They were just getting set up to start their glider ops when I was taking off. Another climb out and another turn to the west. Next stop, Moose Jaw. On the way, I passed over the town of Moosomin, Saskatchewan, and then through the Regina Control Zone as I passed by the south end of the Regina Airport.
And Regina Tower, Golf Hotel Mike Bravo is clear the zone to the west, 4,500.
Hotel Mike Bravo, if you're still with Regina Tower, change on route frequency.
Regina Tower, Hotel Mike Bravo, roger, we're clear, thanks. Switching to 126.7. 126.7 traffic, RV6 Golf Hotel Mike Bravo is westbound 4,500. We're showing 10 to the west of Regina. Moose Jaw next, Hotel Mike Bravo, 126.7.
The flight from Regina over to Moose Jaw did not take long at all.
Moose Jaw area traffic, this is RV6 Golf Hotel Mike Bravo. Showing 13 to the east at 4,500, just starting my descent into Moose Jaw Municipal. Hotel Mike Bravo.
And then it was time to switch to the Moose Jaw frequency.
And Moose Jaw Municipal traffic, Golf Papa Alpha Echoes, holding short of runway 31 for takeoff, any conflicts advised.
Hello, Moose Jaw traffic. This RV6 Hotel Mike Bravo. I'm showing about 8.5 to the east, just starting my descent through 3,700 feet to join a right downwind for 3-1.
Alright, Moose Jaw meeting. Papa Alpha Echo's taking off 3-1. And Moose Jaw traffic. Golf Papa Alpha Echo's off runway 3-1. Climbing to 5,500 for pair drops. And for the RV6 coming, it looks like it might be actually favoring 1-3 if you wanted to do that instead.
Oh, is that right? Okay. Well, maybe I'll join a left downwind for 1-3 then.
It's kind of swinging back and forth. It's more of a straight crosswind more than anything. It's on takeoff, so I had a little bit of a tailwind. It swung again on me.
Okay, I'm showing about 3.5 to the east of the field circuit height.
Yeah, we're climbing straight out, right through 2,700, now up to 5,500. We'll keep an eye out for you before we come back around for our pair drops.
Alright, I think I got you. You're at about my 2 o'clock there. And yeah, I'll keep watching for guys falling from the sky. And Moose Jaw traffic, RV6 Golf Hotel Mike Bravo is joining a left downwind for 1-3. We'll call final. Thanks for the weather update.
No problem.
I'm sure I would have figured it out when I went sailing down the runway at Mach 2.
I think I'd give you all the heads up. Trying to land tail wheel with a tailwind, I don't imagine it's very easy.
Yeah, we try to avoid that if we can. And Moose Jaw traffic, RV6 Golf Hotel Mike Bravo is midfield downwind for 1-3, full stop.
So here I am, finally getting my first look at the Moose Jaw Airport.
Moose Jaw traffic, RV6 Hotel Mike Bravo, turning final 1-3, full stop.
I thought that was pretty nice of the jump pilot giving me the weather update on the way out. The wind was pretty much straight across the runway, but nothing too serious. I seemed to handle it without any grief whatsoever.
Moose Jaw traffic, Golf Papa Alpha Echo's a minute and a half from jump run.
Moose Jaw traffic, Hotel Mike Bravo's backtracking active.
Time down was 4:16:25.
And Moose Jaw traffic, RV6 Hotel Mike Bravo is down and clear the active. Thanks, good day.
So Andre came out to the Moose Jaw Municipal Airport and picked me up after my longest solo cross-country flight to date. We tied the Raven down for the night, and he took me over to his house for supper. And the next morning, I was back to the airport.
So here we are. We're in, where the hell are we? Moose Jaw.
Yeah.
What is it? CJS4?
CJS4, yeah.
CJS4. Showed up yesterday. Spent the night at Andre's place. Gave me a whirlwind tour of Moose Jaw. We almost wound up in Weyburn. So, yeah. Trust him to navigate in the air, but on the ground, maybe not so much. What do you want to say? Say something. Yeah, say something. I'm watched by by literally tens of viewers around the world.
We gotta go try to find something interesting. That's all. Maybe Buffalo Pound, but yeah, there's not much to look at around here.
We'll just go for it. Turn some avgas into noise.
Yeah. See if you can scare me in this thing. So yeah, for once it's not windy here, so it's good.
And it's not windy, and the little bit of wind we have actually looks like it's coming more or less straight down the runway, that's always a good thing. I did ask the guys in Brandon when I got there. I said, "Is it ever not windy here?" Oh yeah. First thing, like at dawn. So you
gusting 25. That's not bad.
Yeah.
No.
So Andre and I climbed into the Raven and strapped ourselves in and went for a little rip. My nephew Andre has a pretty cool day job. He's a captain in the RCAF, and after several years of flying the Griffin, has moved back to Moose Jaw to become a fixed-wing instructor on the Harvard 2, or as Jeff Bell calls it, the Harvard Also. And the performance of the Harvard 2 is pretty impressive.
Some taxi lights, though, are just about as high as my wingtip. Yeah. So I've had a oh shit moment a couple of times.
You're good to turn there.
It does turn around quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is kind of a cool feature.
That's a hell of a lot quicker than we had. Well, do you want to show me a thing or two in this?
Okay.
I'll give it a shot too if you want. But
sure. All right, my airplane. Oh, you want to use a section line? Okay, let me get my.
Oh, it don't matter.
I kind of want to use a section line. It's going to be kind of great myself because I've never had that opportunity.
That's nice to look over the top. You always know, crap, not enough left rudder or whatever.
Nose up. Oh yeah, not bad. Only about 30 degrees off.
Not terrible.
I'm thinking it would have been a lot easier to impress him if he was still flying helicopters, but now that he's flying fixed wing stuff and he gets to do these maneuvers, he knows what's going wrong.
To do clovers.
What's that, two of them?
So you basically go up about 60 degrees and then start your turn. So you come up and then finish the loop. So you're going to go 90 degrees.
A 90-degree loop.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you start your roll to the right, you should get spit out to the left there towards the north there.
Okay. Here we go. So way nose up.
Yep.
Start the roll.
Go.
And somehow I lost 90 degrees, or am I going north? Oh, I'm going north!
You're going north.
I'll be damned!
Yeah.
Okay, it's fucking tumbled the gyro there a little bit. So I actually did that.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah, for the most part.
And we're going to do a loop.
Alright. Yeah, I should have started with the loop. It's easier.
Okay. Coming up over the top.
Nice.
Descending this down to circuit height to join the left downwind or runway 13, Golf Tango Mike.
Oh, must have been close. We went through my pop wash. Bumped a little bump there, so that's good.
Yep, no, it's nice, and hey, you're following the section line.
All right, your airplane.
All right. Airplane. All right.
All right, here we go.
All right. If I can't mess this up here. Nope, a little early on that roll. I'm not used to it being so snappy. I'll try another one.
Give her.
All right. Nope, a little early on that.
QV and Alpha at the apron, going to taxi Alpha for 13.
Good to go.
Give her.
All right.
Turning left downwind.
There we go. Time that nice.
Yeah. How come it doesn't roll that nice for me?
I don't know. Let me know when you're ready.
Ready when you are.
He's good. Clear above. And up we go.
Turning left face, runway 31.
Oh, it's so cool to be a passenger and I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I get to look around and look at. I'm not so. Oh my God! Well, I got to do it right. Oh, that was awesome.
Nice.
I'm gonna screenshot the upside down part and send it to your dad. Don't let Andre fly.
Yeah, that was his idea of straight and level. All right, we'll do a clover. We'll start initially to the left there. Got in visual there. I'll have the green field on final. Oh no. Right when the feet get to the horizon, you start your roll. Up and over the top, through the horizon, wings level, and then coming through, matching that rate. And there we go.
And we're going north.
Kind of think Andre had some fun flying my airplane. I know I sure had fun flying with him. After our flight, I took a walk-around tour of the Moose Jaw Airport and then gassed up the Raven for the trip home. We ran into one of the local pilots who offered us a tour of his hangar, where his Piper Warrior shares some space with a couple of brand new Boss 302 Mustangs. Neither one of these cars have more than 20 kilometers on them. I would have loved to have stayed longer and done some more visiting and more tours of the hangar, but there was some weather coming from the west, so I decided I better bug out and try and stay ahead of it. It was just here that I learned an interesting fact about the RV6 that I had not known before.
All right, welcome aboard.
A brief rain shower had left a lot of water droplets sitting on top of the canopy in the front of the cowling.
Well, I just learned something. you start the engine and the windshield is full of rain, it leaks.
When it sits out in the rain and collects some rainwater, it's a good idea to wipe the windshield and the top of the cowling off before you start the engine. Otherwise, the propeller blows all that rainwater right up to the edge of the canopy and it ends up dripping on your lap.
Gotta watch out for the meat missiles. Got skydivers happening here.
Moose Jaw traffic, Golf Papa Echoes, turn in final one-way 13.
Keep an eye open for people falling from the sky. Don't see anybody else in the circuit. Don't hear anybody.
Papa Alpha Echoes down clear, Moose Jaw traffic.
Alright, Moose Jaw traffic, RV6 Golf Hotel Mike Bravo. We're just holding short here for the active. We'll be positioning for 13 and taking off, departing to the east.
Okay, here we go. Time up, 12:10.
And Moose Jaw traffic, RV6 Golf Hotel Mike Bravo is airborne 13. We'll be departing to the east, climbing to 7.5.
Well, just like that, we are eastbound and down. Actually, eastbound and up.
For the flight home, I managed to stay ahead of the weather that was closing in on Moose Jaw from the west. I climbed up to 7,500 feet and got a bit of a tailwind and enjoyed the beautiful prairie view. I included some of the Cloud Ahoy tracking from my free trial. I thought I'd try it out and see what it was all about. There were some really cool features, and the trip log was very accurate. The cruise sections are highlighted in blue, the descents in green, and it follows you right into the airport, and in fact it'll follow you, if you stay tuned in on it there, it follows you right to the pumps.
Alright, we're just about to Vermilion Bay here. Just starting my descent from 9,500. I am just currently passing through 8,700, and I'm just trying to find a hole in these clouds so I don't have to end up going into the clouds. So we're going to do a little cloud surfing just to stay clear of cloud, find a little gap, and then once we're underneath we'll level out again. And there's dear old Dryden.
I descended down, coming through Vermilion Bay area, about 25-30 miles west of Dryden, and got below the clouds, and just took a slight detour off track, a little to the north of my track on my way back to the airport. I had to fly over the farm and let the wife know I was back. And seeing as how I got back from a trip of that distance, I thought a victory roll was appropriate.
All right, we just got back from a trip more or less halfway across Canada. Well, maybe across the middle part. Started out yesterday with this bright idea. I was going to go Friday, fly day into Morden, Manitoba for Canada Day. So yeah, that was the plan. The weather here was it wasn't perfect, but it wasn't bad. It was flyable, so I thought, yeah, what the heck, we'll go out there, see what it looks like. And I'd been talking with my nephew, with Andre, he's out in Moose Jaw, about the possibility of maybe going out there. By the time I got to Morden, I said, what the heck, why not just keep going west? So I just felt like flying, so I kept flying, and ended up in Moose Jaw. But, yeah, we're all back safe and sound. I did home, I took off out of Moose Jaw, straight to Brandon straight to Steinbach North to Dryden. So it was a pretty straightforward flight. On the way back, I climbed all the way up to 9,500 feet. I got 9,500 on the clock and ended up with 30 knot tailwinds. Raven did a wonderful job, never let me down. Learned a couple of things when we're going on a long cross country like that. The gas prices were about what I expected. Good cross-country machine. This is the first time I really had it stretching its legs for for a long cross country, and she passed it flying colors. She did a great job. When you drink a bottle of water at 9,500 feet and you close the bottle up again, and you descend back down to the surface, that's what it does to the water bottle. And that's kind of what it did to my ears too. It was kind of a fast descent, and it took me a while for my ears to clear. Had to stop at the dollar store and decide that get some more parchment paper. I've had to power them off with the handy dandy logbook, sweater. So this is kind of my catch-all survival bag. A little layer of warm clothes. Now all I gotta do is get all that stuff out of the airplane and figure out what's coming with me home and what's gonna stay here in the hangar. We'll have to button up the hangar and head home for supper. It was a pretty amazing day considering I did that many kilometers in that much time. It was pretty remarkable. I'm really enjoying this airplane.